So, Shah, when you look at the situation, it seems like De'Aaron Fox took a lot of the blame for how the Spurs fared in the series. I mean, they didn't trick off a 29-point lead. I can't put that on De'Aaron Fox, but late in those games, for a player who's traditionally been one clutch player of the year, you know, didn't go his way at times, we'll say. But do you think it's time for the Spurs to give Dylan Harper the keys, move him to the starting lineup, increase his role for next season?
Yeah, I think you can move him to the starting lineup without putting Fox on the bench if Dylan Harper is not a point guard. And the way he played point guard during the OKC series when Fox was down was not good. It did not look good. It did not feel good because both him and Castle were turnover prone. They're not the best ball handlers. Casey Wallace was all over that shit with Dylan Harper. And I was scared every time he brought it across court like he was gonna get it taken from him. And he got it taken from him a couple times. So you put Dylan Harper in situations where he can attack. And if it's not a Russell Westbrook type of situation where he's full speed, going fast breaks, and he's taking advantage of the mismatches, and you got him in the half court, he has to take the Ginobili role. That's where Fox comes in, where he actually runs the offense. Fox felt like in the whole playoffs that he was taking the back seat to run the offenses until the team needed him. But when you take that much time off, you get cold. And he got cold and wasn't able to deliver when they needed him. So now as you're thinking about him saying, man, I only took 2 shots in the first half, I only took 4 shots in the whole game, or I only took 9 shots, man, what you want me to do? I ain't really getting my shit going. And so if we're depending on him in the fourth quarter with the clutch gene compared to Sacramento, he had the ball. He had a usage rate, which is about 23, 25 or something like that, where he had the ball used most of the time. So you look at now, he's like, how do you get Wemby involved, Castle involved, Vassell, and whoever else is in the starting lineup while he's doing his thing? That's gonna be the sacrifice thing that they asked him to do when he got there. So I think now I would play Fox, Harper, Castle, Vassell, Wemby, and we go small. Now, if we need to change anything from that, Vassell comes out, we go get us a big to play the 4, and we bring Vassell off the bench. Vassell doesn't need to be the starter. Champagne doesn't need to be the starter. And you got Dylan Harper and Castle on the floor at the same time with De'Aaron Fox and Wemby in an anomaly who we don't know. Let's just say you say fucking Rudy Gobert. You go fucking get Rudy Gobert to be the starting center with Wemby playing the 4. That's Twin Towers. That's dangerous.
And you say he wants to be a guard, so.
Right. Or you go get somebody I'm just throwing somebody out there. I'm not saying it's gonna be a good thing, but like an Andre Drummond, somebody, a big that can play the 4, that can just move around and be a guy. I mean, you talking about somebody that can go out there and just be a space eater. And they let the rest of those guys do what they do. And I mean, I don't think De'Aaron Fox needs to move out of the starting lineup, especially you're paying him 50. You're paying him 50, you don't bring him off the bench.
I mean, your assistant coach just got the job. Sweetie just got the job in Orlando. Shit, Orlando could use D Fox.
They need a point guard.
So.
Like Anthony Black.
They need a point guard.
So I'm just saying, like, for what you can get for D Fox.
There's also some discussion
Yeah,
about
they can go get Francois. They can go get him. I like him in that spot. Wagner.
Waggy.
Where? With
Wemby,
Spurs?
with Wemby for Fox. I like that.
Over there in Orlando.
I don't.
And then Sweetie, because Sweetie got the head coach now.
I don't like Rudy, I don't like Rudy in that situation. He in the way.
Nah, defensively, I'm telling you,
like
defensively,
like
because the other bigs that you got over there that's backing up Wemby ain't.
They ain't like that.
I mean, I'm
putting nobody there. Cornette
Anyway.
is solid.
I know, but what I'm saying is, you got two defensive dudes. Just throw the ball up, bro.
They in the way the NBA is now, it ain't the old NBA where you can have all them bigs on the roster. The game is spread out.
They can move.
Wide open.
But we needed them though.
I know,
in the
they can move.
OKC series,
They
we
can move.
needed another big because they were pushing that motherfucker around Harkenstein.
And he ain't the issue. He ain't the answer.
Who?
Rudy. or Drummond.
Rudy defensively,
he was bourbon
shit.
baby.
Shit, he was I'm about to say he was
He's
dope.
good
He
on
got
the
your
team.
guy up out of here.
He is
Joker
good
out
on
of
the
there,
team.
didn't
He's
he?
good on the team that he is on.
No, you got your guy up out of here.
Got him out of here.
Man, he was
played
kicking his ass
well.
still.
Hey, man.
The numbers still the same.
Hey,
What are
man.
y'all talking about?
Hey, man.
Played well,
Hey,
man.
Numbers still the
Played
same.
well.
Numbers still the
He
same.
played well,
played
man.
well.
Very
That's,
well.
that's all they need.
He
Him to go over there and play
played
well.
Go play well.
Go tip all.
He in the way.
Huh?
And
Yeah.
be with his friends.
Yeah.
And-
And they still got them young dudes.
He in the way.
Man.
Them dudes play downhill. Kelsey not a jump shooter. He's a downhill player. Dylan Harper's a downhill player.
Floater.
All they got to do is that they in the way. Rudy will be in the way. You need somebody to space the floor, somebody that can do both. You need somebody like an Aaron Gordon, Franz Wagner. You need somebody of that nature that can knock down shots, that can play in the dunker. You need somebody that can do both. Rudy ass is in the way. He in the way on the team that he's on.
No, he's not.
They both in the way though. Fox in the way, cooling everybody. Gobert in the way. I say trade them. Shit. Both of them for each other.
Who, Fox for Gobert?
How much Gobert make?
I like Fox in Atlanta, but I do like.
Hey, they both want to get rid of these people. Shit. Get rid of Gobert. And you
I
get
do
a
like
chance
Fox.
to get a point guard. You ain't got no point
Gobert
guard.
making 37 million.
Fox in Orlando makes sense
because I'm telling you, Fox. I just don't. Just the pressure with them young
because
guards.
you forcing Paolo to have to be a pick and roll player late in games and all that, and teams playing him a certain way.
Who was
I just need
Minnesota
Fox to
point
get back
guard?
into that Sacramento.
They don't got no.
Anthony Edwards.
25 and
If
26.
you trying to get rid of Gobert, like you don't need him.
Anthony Edwards is there.
Both teams don't need the person they hate.
You don't want to put Anthony Edwards in that pressure position, have
Yeah.
to point guard,
He
he
is the
score the
point.
ball,
Yeah.
and do all that shit,
is the
and
point.
bring it up.
He do it anyway.
No, but I'm saying you can move him again. It could be
He do
another
it anyway.
trade.
I like Fox with
Man.
with Ant. But you're gonna have to bring somebody. If you losing Gobert,
You gotta get a
you
big.
gotta get somebody. You can't just depend on
You
Julius
gotta be
Randle
coordinated.
Perhaps
or
That's what I'm
Nas
saying.
Reed.
Luke,
He's good on the
other,
team
the
he
other
on.
bigs behind
Greco
him. Come on,
Nigerian sensation.
Like Rudy good on the team he on.
No.
He fits that team
Oh,
well.
y'all, man.
No, we don't want him over there.
He fits that team well.
He
He
ain't got it
fits
done with
Minnesota.
He
Yeah.
ain't got it done with them. They fell short every time. And
Man.
then it's been
It ain't his
because
fault.
then it has. It
So
was
you gonna praise him for playing well against Joker, but it's his fault because they ain't winning.
when they lost to Dallas.
your mind up.
When they lost to Dallas,
They just-
and they
this
switched
playoffs
out
right
on them, and they
This
said
playoffs right here.
they blamed Rudy.
This playoffs right here.
Rudy, you the defensive player of the year.
So you
can't
going
guard a nigga out there. He hit the shot on you. Why?
You going back 2
so
years
now,
ago. You going back 2 years ago.
Yes, you played well against Jokic, but my nigga,
That's
you
his
ain't
matchup.
you ain't helped them get over the hump.
Matchup, so you worried about him switching out
I'm
there
just
on
saying
a
you ain't
guard.
gotta you. If,
Worried about him switching on a guard.
no, that was what you were saying. You supposed
switching
to
out on
be
the guard.
if you defensive player of the year, you supposed to be able to guard a guy
So
out
he's
there.
good on the team that he's on. No, I don't think he should be out there on the perimeter switched out on him. It was dumb defense. Whoever designed it up to put him out there to switch, it was dumb. Shouldn't have never been in that situation from the beginning. I don't think he's that dominant of a post defender to not to have 4-time defensive player of the year, is what I said. But like I said, I don't think that is a good situation. I like a move for the Spurs to get somebody else in that spot, another big, but I don't know if Rudy is that answer.
Not giving no
I just
back.
think he in the way. I like Rudy on the team he's on. He does well for that team. What they need defensively and he good on that team. Right, he was good in Utah for that reason. He was good in Minnesota for that reason.
Come
putting
win
him with
us.
another-
Come help us win.
Man.
You didn't win there. You didn't win over here.
They play on the same French team.
Right?
You come
That's
play,
what I'm
play
saying.
with us and win with us.
I thought you loved Luke Cornett.
I do.
They were selling T-shirts with his picture on.
Played so bad in the finals. He played so bad
played
in
himself.
the finals. He
was
played
himself.
so bad. He couldn't catch the ball.
So did a bunch of people.
100%. But
Yeah.
Luke has always been solid.
Yeah.
He
go to
was
Magic?
not solid. He was not solid.
So
And
what's
I
the
was
reason that they
disappointed.
got Luke Cornett over there, Bismack, Plumlee, Olenek? Like it's a waste.
Play none of them.
It's like a
Like
whole.
what? Like you got a whole slew of bigs over there.
Give me Rudy. Give me. Watch out. Give Rudy. Come on over here.
y'all.
Oh, y'all.
Man.
But just him?
Oh, just for Rudy.
Just for him,
That
it's
changes
enough, man.
everything.
That changes everything. We got, like you said, we got all them big.
That's how the
man,
Lakers
y'all
won.
can go, man.
Get out of here.
That's how the Lakers won that year.
Huh?
So who else?
Somebody will take.
With
Hey.
AD and Dwight and JaVale, they was big to the
And
motherfucker.
Boogie, too. Boogie Cousins was
They
over
was
there,
big
too.
to the motherfucker.
All of them were all-stars, perennial all-NBA players. Plumlee, Bismack, Olenek ain't Cornette don't fit none of that.
But Rudy
We'll
do.
say Cornette.
Rudy Rudy is an all-star, 4-time defensive player of the year.
Good on
We
that
will
team.
pull him over here. Y'all can move. Come on, Rudy. Come on, Rudy. Rudy.
Then y'all playing 4-on-5 on offense again, because
Just come set this.
Yes, and roll. Roll.
And Wemby
Wemby
bring your ass out here because you want to see
Nigga, what?
I'm
That's
telling
the
you.
cold. Hey, now that I think about it,
With the pressure on. Hey, Dylan Harper,
rebound, man.
come on.
roll.
How
big
has-
Clean it
fella.
up every time.
how has that worked?
That'd be
Where?
crazy.
How has that worked?
Where?
Wherever Wemby has been, that rolled straight to the rim, and
No, I'm talking about.
I mean for Rudy. How has that worked?
Well, I mean,
With
he
him
has.
in.
I mean, he has Mike Conley up
How
there.
has it worked?
I mean, he has Mike Conley. I mean, well, they got. Oh,
They got to the
yeah, West
finals.
Finals twice.
They got to the conference finals
How?
back to back.
So that's what we aim for. I thought y'all was all about winning and legacy.
No, we just
and
said
holding
he
fucking
hasn't won.
trophies
That's
up
why he
and
should
all
win.
that.
That's why he should leave, because he hasn't won.
But I asked you, how has that rolling to the front of the rim and all that shit work when, you, like I said, teams have played 4-on-5. They don't guard him. So
The Lakers
it'll be the
tried
same,
to guard him
it'll be
and
the
they got
same
whooped.
thing over there. It'll be the same thing over there. You don't have to guard him on the other end.
know,
he is who he is defensively, yes,
But them two
but you don't have to
big
guard him on the other end.
rebounding-
But they don't
All that
have
roll
a.
to the front of the rim, and when the game is on the line, Rudy has to go be on the
Timberwolves
bench.
don't have a Wemby to shoot the three like that. They got Nas Reed out there, but they rarely play him and Nas Reed at the
Yeah,
same
they
time.
rarely do.
So you talking about Wemby and motherfucking Gobert
So-
with De'Aaron Fox or Castle or Harper in a pick and roll going down.
Going downhill and Rudy
Not giving us
in the way.
Throw the ball up
And dunk
just
that shit.
If you get
Like
the
you
rebound,
do.
pass it back
They've
out,
been
come set the
saying that
screen,
shit
roll
every
again, get out.
He averaged single digits.
They're rebounding
Every year.
Crazy.
All that roll to the front of the rim, throw it up, he averaged single digits.
The defense would be unbelievable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still got but you got to
Defense
play.
win games, right?
Now you got to play on the other end.
Defense
We
Now you,
win
don't. No, we don't.
Now you
no, we
playing-
don't.
now you got to play on the other end.
Threes.
We don't.
But still got to play on the other end, though.
We don't.
That's all I'm saying. You still got to play on the other end.
And you said
Like, I
Rudy
like
averaged
Rudy's-
single digits.
I like him on the team that he's on.
You said Rudy
Well, okay.
averaged single digits?
Okay, 10.
14, 16,
This past
15.
season, what he averaged?
He averaged 11,
Okay. Oh, shit.
12, 14. Like and then those rebounds,
Okay, he's rebounding. I said defensive is
double
what
double.
it is.
We need a double
Defensive-
guy. Those
He's-
points are coming from lobs. Them ain't jump hooks. Them are offensive rebounds and lobs.
Yes, on that team that he's on.
So the Spurs could not use an offensive rebounding threat.
The guy, not him.
Look,
Not him.
listen, I'm telling
I agree with
Mitchell
you.
don't
Mitchell
like
Robinson
him.
can be
No,
out
it's
there.
good
don't
on.
like
I said
him.
he's good on the team that he's on. I'm
Better with the Spurs.
He's good on the team that he's on.
I think his job is easier.
Huh?
Way easier.
job is easier.
What? And he seal. And he actually seals.
Him and
He
Wemby
can't-
would be out
He can't
there.
catch
Be out
it.
the
He
hole.
can't catch
Yo,
it.
him and
But
Wemby
he
be out there,
seals.
bro.
Motherfucker be out there holding people and shit.
Bro, they be out there, bro.
Throw it to me.
In the,
Stretch your hands.
Stretch it out. Play the zone.
That back?
that's on the
What?
defensive end. But they
I mean,
still
but
gotta-
defense wins games, though.
With Castle and Harper
What
playing
have-
defense like that?
What have teams done to him in order, like just Rudy, right? This defensive player of the year. When it's time, when the game is on the line, this great 4-time defensive player of the year that we're speaking of, what do teams do to him?
Put him in pick and roll.
Put him on the island, right? Bring him away from the basket,
Come on out here.
and then what
Now
do
you
teams
can
have to
tell
do?
him to play
Then what
up.
do? Then what?
Now
then-
you
drive.
can, because you
Then
have
what-
another
Yeah.
shot blocker.
Now what-
you
Tell
can
him
tell
to
him to
play
play
up.
up, because he's not the only defender.
No.
Tell him to
Yes,
play up.
that's
Tell him to-
exactly
and then
what
But
we
now you
do.
got Castle and everybody
And
else.
you got
Hey.
Castle and them in the
That sounds good.
What you mean?
That's
Are you-
easy.
If
He's
he's
been their
telling him
best
right now.
defender. He's been the other team's best defender. Now they got to take him off the floor because he can't guard the pick and roll.
Not now. Not with Wemby
got
out
to.
there.
Wemby back there.
He ain't gonna
Wemby
get
back there.
He ain't getting better at it
His job
The
is
reason
easier.
they got
His
him
job
in
is
drop
easier.
because they don't got another
because he
defender.
can't be up.
Now Wemby is able to roam now. In the back.
Rudy ain't been up on one screen.
No,
since
I'm
he's
saying
been
for
in the league.
Wemby, I'm telling you, it's gonna help Wemby out a lot.
I don't like it.
100%.
It's gonna help Wemby out a lot. Foul trouble, all that stuff. Hey man, you go up there, you go.
Sub.
Same.
We got Rudy just to take it. We taking away the ball.
He on that
and
back. He
rebound.
on that back. Oh my.
That's 20 rebounds a game right there from
Easy.
both of them.
Easy.
Yeah, because he averaged 13 and the other guy averaged.
So let me ask you this.
The Spurs aren't really facing a simple Fox versus Harper decision here, because the bigger challenge is making sure every important piece can function without taking away from another. De'Aaron Fox was brought in to run the offense and is being paid like a franchise-level player, so pushing him to the bench isn't exactly a solution. At the same time, Dylan Harper showed enough to make it clear that San Antonio can't just tell him to sit back and wait for his opportunity. The real challenge is defining Harper's role, because asking him to become the team's full-time point guard is very different from simply giving him the ball and allowing him to attack. That's where Fox can actually help, since he can handle the responsibility of organizing the offense while Harper gets more freedom to play downhill. And remember, this backcourt still has Stephen Castle, while Devin Vassell and Victor Wembanyama also need their opportunities within the offense. So now you're asking whether Fox can remain aggressive when he isn't controlling the ball from the very beginning of the game. That's important because if Fox goes through long stretches barely getting touches, you can't expect him to suddenly become the same clutch player in the fourth quarter just because the game has reached its biggest moments. We've already seen the problem that creates when a player takes only a few shots early and then gets expected to take over once everything is on the line. For San Antonio to move forward, the offense has to keep Fox involved without preventing Harper and Castle from developing. And that's what makes a starting group of Fox, Harper, Castle, Vassell, and Wembanyama so intriguing. Harper wouldn't have to carry the entire backcourt, Castle would provide another creator, Fox could run the offense, and Wembanyama could operate freely around those pieces. Then you get to the next major question, which is what the Spurs actually want next to Wembanyama in the front court. Do they need another traditional big, or do they need an interior defender who can protect the rim without creating a major offensive problem? That's where the Rudy Gobert discussion becomes complicated. Gobert obviously gives you size, rebounding, defense, and an established defensive resume, but his offensive limitations can also create spacing issues for a team that wants its young guards attacking downhill. If Harper and Castle are constantly getting into the paint, having another defender occupying that same area can become a problem.
That's why the argument for a player who can defend while offering more offensive flexibility makes sense here. San Antonio needs somebody who makes Wembanyama's job easier, not somebody who simply duplicates the things Wembanyama already provides. Defensively, another elite interior presence alongside Wembanyama could completely alter how opponents approach the Spurs. Rather than constantly forcing Wembanyama away from the rim with pick-and-roll actions, another defender could allow him more freedom to roam and protect the basket. That becomes especially valuable when Wembanyama gets into foul trouble or the Spurs need a different defensive matchup. But offensively, that same front-court player has to provide enough value that opponents can't simply ignore him and collapse on everyone else. And that's the issue with Gobert that keeps coming back. You can appreciate everything Gobert gives you defensively and still question whether his particular skill set fits perfectly beside Wembanyama. That's also why the names being discussed in this situation matter, because the Spurs don't necessarily need the biggest player they can find. They need the right player. That means somebody capable of rebounding, defending, finishing around the rim, and still leaving the young guards enough room to attack. But San Antonio also can't overlook what Fox brings just because Harper arrived and immediately created another conversation. Harper doesn't make Fox less valuable simply because the Spurs drafted him. If anything, having Harper should give San Antonio a chance to use Fox more intelligently, instead of relying on him to control every possession. If they find that balance, then this stops being a choice between Fox and Harper. It becomes an opportunity for Fox and Harper to actually make each other better. And that may be the biggest point coming out of this entire debate. The Spurs don't need to panic because of one disappointing playoff series, but they also can't pretend that series didn't reveal some problems. They have Wembanyama, Fox, Harper, Castle, and enough young talent to build something serious. Now it's on the front office to make those pieces fit together, because if they get that right, they're not simply adding another young player to the roster. They're creating a lineup where the major pieces have defined roles, and that's when this Spurs situation gets really interesting.